Hi.
Hello.
Had you been waiting a long time?
Yeah,
Oh, I'm sorry. I was purchasing Thumbelina on Amazon.
like the movie.
Yeah.
I think I have two copies.
Well, now we have it digitally as well. I
Oh,
thought that I
good.
had it on DVD and I'm packing to go to my parents right now. And I wanted to take Princess and the Goblin and Thumbelina because those were two of my favorite movies when I was little. And I was like, that would be so much fun to watch them again with my mom. And I found Princess and the Goblin easy peasy, and then Thumbelina just wasn't there. And so I was like, I wonder if it's streaming anywhere. It was only $4 to buy it on Amazon. So
Okay.
yeah. And I
I'm
learned
like,
I learned recently that Jodie Benson, who voiced Ariel, also voiced Thumbelina.
oh my gosh.
I know.
Well, that's cool.
I've been obsessed with her ever since I saw the live action Little Mermaid, which is funny because that's not the mermaid they intended for me to be obsessed with. But she has not done enough for me to satisfy my little infatuation. So
So
Thumbelina it
there you
is.
go.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway,
Well, good.
what are you drinking today?
Today I am drinking water.
Good job. I have water, but I've consumed quite a lot of it today because I've been cleaning and packing. So right now I have the pink lemonade mixed with Pink Whitney.
Ooh.
Mhm. This is dangerous. It's one of my summer go-tos right now. And because Pink Whitney tastes so much like pink lemonade, like it's a vodka, but it literally tastes like a treat. Like you can't taste the vodka at all.
Ugh.
It's kind of dangerous, but I also am eating cheese sticks. I have two because my mom gets into town tomorrow. We leave Tuesday morning. I have so much food I have to eat. Like I think I have three sweet potatoes left.
Oh gosh.
I have an entire head of broccoli, a whole cucumber left. I have almost a whole bag of spinach. I have
Well,
another
you could just
salad.
make a freezer bag of veggies, and then when you get back, make veggie stock. Although that actually kind of sounds terrible.
Well, I've thought about that, but the thing is, I already have frozen spinach for like smoothies. I don't use it a ton
Oh.
because I prefer it in like salads versus in smoothies. And then cucumber, I don't like cooked. So if I freeze it, it's just going to be slush and gross. The broccoli I could freeze, but I also have, up until last night, I had an entire bag of unopened cheese sticks. So I think I've had 6 cheese sticks in the last 12 hours.
Oh gosh. Thanks.
I'm doing really
Well,
well. And clearly, the last time I went grocery shopping, I was not planning to eat out as much as I wound up doing.
isn't that how it always is? Like the person who goes grocery shopping is not the same person that decides on
Yeah.
meals.
Well, the thing is, I think I said it last episode. I've been so social lately. Like, I've been to Disneyland 5 times this month, or in May. It's June now. I've been to Disney one time this month, and it's only June 4th. And then, like, Jasenia and Corey and I went to Olive Garden the other night, and we've been having like a lot of sleepovers, which I'm not gonna cook my meal, you know, when
Oh my
everyone else is
gosh.
ordering Taco Bell.
Oh my gosh.
So, anyway, which is fine. I'm not complaining. I spent so much of my life wishing I had friends, and now here I am, and I'm still complaining. But it's fine.
You're just being social. Sorry. There are these oddly like formal dressed people that have exited a small yellow vehicle
A clown car?
to check out some stuff that is on this couch that has been abandoned on the curb for the past month. So, just a very interesting picture, and I am very confused. What are you doing? Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
gotta
So,
love to snoop.
You're literally like Mrs. Kravitz. It's okay. My parents are too. That's the old neighbor couple from Bewitched, in case you don't know. Like
Mm,
the sitcom Bewitched.
yes, the OG.
Yes. But they like are constantly looking out their window trying to see what Elizabeth Montgomery is up to. It's funny. But my parents have become Mr. and Mrs. Kravitz in their retirement. Not as like they're nice about it, obviously. They don't it's
Yeah.
not like malicious. It's just funny. Because they'll be like, oh, Roger has mowed his yard 3 times this week. Or they'll be
Oh
like, that car isn't usually at that house.
gosh. What a
So
good time.
yeah, I'm really excited to be re-entering retirement, especially
Yeah.
seeing as how I have not hit my 30s. Um,
Oh my gosh. So did you actually you got to packing today?
I have packed my clothes pretty much. Um, I packed my clothes and shoes ish, but I still have to do like all the pet stuff and all of like the personal care stuff.
Yes.
Um, yeah. But
Oh
basically
well.
today I've been doing laundry and cleaning. And the second all of my clothes were clean, I was like directly into the suitcase you go.
Yes.
So
Good, including the underwear?
I did pack underwear this time.
Good job.
I packed underwear. I even packed bras, not real bras, obviously, but sports bras. I got some socks in there. That was another thing when I had a job a few years ago and had to quarantine in a hotel. This was like at the height of COVID. I forgot to pack socks.
Oh gosh.
So I ordered on Amazon a pack of socks. So I was in that hotel room for 2 weeks. I was like, I can't spend 2 weeks in January without socks.
Dude, what
So
a time when you had to be in that hotel.
that was, it sounded like I was so excited going into it because I'm an introvert, right? Like I
Mhm.
charge when I'm by myself and or doing nothing. So I like took a couple paint by numbers, I took puzzles, I took coloring books, I took books. I like bought a whole Roku to install on the TV in my hotel room. I was like, I'm gonna get so much watching done. And I did, but I was like
Losing your mind.
lonely and like cabin fever as fuck. And it
Yeah.
wasn't like I think it would have been better if like I had had you or like even the pets, because like for the most of the time I was there, I didn't have the pets, and
Ugh.
like it was intense. And then I like finally got to go, did my 1 day of shooting. It was only supposed to be 1 day, and so that morning before I went to set, I had to pack up, load up my car, check out
Everything.
of the hotel, and then go to set. And then as I'm leaving set, I just know I'm like we have not gotten everything. And then my booker calls me on the phone and is like, Allison, I have bad news. You have to go back to the hotel tonight. And I was like, can I go home and get clean clothes? Because I had used all my clothes. Like I had
Oh
only
my
packed 2 weeks
gosh.
worth of stuff. That was the other thing. I had to have 2 weeks worth of food and clothes. 'Cause that was the other thing. Like I took food because like I had a kitchen and they
Yeah. Oh
gave
my
me like a per
gosh.
diem to order stuff. But I was like, I just want to pocket that per diem.
Yeah.
So I was like, can I go home and get clean clothes? And they were like, they're telling me to tell you no, but I'm saying yes. And so I was like, can you also ask if I can bring my cat? And she just laughed and she was like, yes, I will ask. And then she called me back and she was like, so I asked casting. They don't know, but she says yes, just do it. She was like, I don't know if it's allowed, but me and casting both are saying yes. So I snuck Lila and Winston both. I only asked about Winston, but I snuck both of them into that hotel room and we stayed there another week.
Oh my gosh. That's right. It was another week because they couldn't get to that stupid scene. Oh my
Mm-hmm.
gosh.
Because their schedule was too full. But I will tell you, the last week was much better than the first two because I had the pets.
Yeah.
And like we were allowed to leave our hotel rooms twice a day to go to our cars if we wanted. And so I would just use that to take Lila outside. And it was like nice to, have both of them. And that also was when Lila got really well, like pee pad trained. She's not so much anymore, but during those 2 weeks, she did a great, or that week, she did a great job. Um, yeah, it was much better when I had the pets there.
Yes. Good.
Yeah, I forgot how I got started on that tangent. Oh yeah, because I forgot socks.
Packing. Yep, you forgot socks.
Yep,
But you have socks for your
I do.
month
Yeah, for
in.
someone who spent the bulk majority of her childhood living out of suitcases, I am surprisingly bad at packing.
I feel like, okay, there are people who claim that they have their packing trips, but like honestly, I think the more you travel, the more you like realize what you can get away without.
Yeah,
So it's like, it doesn't really matter. I don't know if that makes any sense,
no, it
but like,
does.
I feel like you and I travel a substantial amount. And like,
Yeah,
the more I travel, the less I stress about packing.
yeah. I just do this thing now. And honestly, I think I did it as a kid and just forgot about it when I was like in college and relatively stationary for a couple years. But I make a list starting like
Mhm.
a month before I know I have to go anywhere, like as soon as I know I have to go. And for the next however long I have, when I think of something, I just add it to the list.
Yeah, that's why I love the Notes app on the iPhone.
The Notes app is probably my most used app on my phone.
Dude, and then you like the fact that you can share notes with people. I don't know if we've
Hmm.
told the podcast this, we probably have, but like Allison and I have,
I
well,
honestly don't think we have.
we have several shared lists on
Yep,
our notes apps. And it'll be like, so we have the list and it's in all
the
caps,
list.
and it's just stuff we need to do.
It's like a
And
bullet point checklist. All of fun
yeah.
things,
And
like
it's
not
funny because
actual
we'll
productive
have
things.
like things will be on there multiple times because like, okay, we'll put El Tejano on the list because I don't live out there right now. And then it's like, I'll go out there and we can check off El Tejano, but oh no, I'm going to be back. So we better put El Tejano on the list again,
Yeah,
color me mine.
I think the palm is on there about 12 times.
Oh yeah, for sure. But yeah, I remember there was one trip where I shared my packing list with you because I had like my outfit plans.
Hmm.
Oh, it was for my birthday trip because I was going to be there like a week and I wanted to like pack smartly
Yeah,
with my
you were like,
outfit.
"Have I forgotten anything?" And I was like, "Underwear."
Mhm. But
Clearly, we don't prioritize our underwear.
oh my gosh, so
I also
stupid.
have like texted my mom the same thing like 30 times over the last month and a half to be like, "Don't forget to get this." And even today, I was like, "Do you still have that attachment for your blow dryer I like?"
Good. Oh
Because like,
gosh.
for one, she told me not to bring the giant Minnesota suitcase because she was like, well, she had a fair point because technically that's too large for
Why?
Southwest specifications. And I think I've just lucked out that no one's called me on it yet. And she was like, I am not dealing with it if we get to the airport and they don't check that bag. Which fair.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm trying to pack out of my medium size and the carry-on size that still match that set that the big one broke to.
Oh my
That was a
gosh.
really well constructed sentence. Thank you for hanging in with me. Um, so right now my clothes are only taking up half of the medium size suitcase.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, and I actually packed more than I thought that I would clothing wise. Um, so that's that. And then the other half will be like my personal care items. And then the carry-on one, I think it's gonna be like the pet suitcase.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Ugh.
we'll see how it goes.
I know that'll be
I think,
something I'll have to think about soon too, is packing up my stuff and the pet stuff.
yeah, yeah. I do still
Mm.
have, I think, my giant, actually I might not. Unclear. Never mind. I may or may not have that giant silver suitcase that I was like, I don't need this anymore after I got my pretty set. Oh, you have the giant one or the carry-on one?
I have the giant one
Just kidding. I guess I have the
because
carry-on one.
you were you were like, I don't need this, so I'm gonna sell it. And then I had too much stuff one trip coming back. And so you're like, oh, just take this.
For some reason, I thought I gave you the carry-on one, but that makes more sense.
And they gave me the big one Because then I had my big pink one and the big silver one. The wheels do not work very well on the silver one.
No, that's why I got a new set. I just never got rid of that one.
Yeah. And I just have it in here because it was handy for the move to have something.
Yeah. Well, I probably have the carry-on one still somewhere. It's probably out in the sunroom.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I just kidding. I'm not gonna do that. I was gonna say, well, I could bring it, and I was like, why?
no, you're gonna need it before I need it.
Yeah.
Use it to move again.
Just throw stuff into. I do think I will ship books because if it's books and DVDs, you can ship for like media mail rate.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so you just tell them you're shipping media mail and it's much cheaper.
Interesting. Even if it's like big boxes of stuff.
Yeah, because if it's just books and DVDs,
Oh.
because they'll ship it differently.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, because yeah. But they might like if there's other stuff in there that isn't books or DVDs, they can like come back at you and charge you by weight or like more. I don't know.
Interesting.
But yeah, so that's a nice thing that I
Yeah.
could utilize.
We also could just like when my parents moved, they did like the U-Haul brand of pods, which was really nice because you just like load it up and then they deliver it wherever you want it.
Yeah, I think I'll have to do something like that because there's no way.
Yeah. I mean, we could rent a U-Haul and drive out, but at that point, the mileage on that.
Yeah, like I think it would be well, it's going to be expensive either way, but it'd
Yeah.
be nicer if someone else just delivered stuff. So it'd be like putting the valuable things just in personal vehicles
Yeah.
and then
Which I mean, luckily your car can carry a fair amount.
not really.
No?
Not really. The cross truck is pretty small.
I'm just, I guess, thinking about when we hauled all of that equipment to your parents' house in it. Because that was a lot of stuff.
Yeah. I make it work, but it's yeah. It's not the same as my Outback. I do kind of miss the Outback sometimes
Yeah.
because I could just fit so much more in it. Like I like the cross truck a lot, but I always tell people if you need to be hauling more things, get the
Yeah.
Outback.
I'm not sure what Alec wound up getting, but I know she talked about it with you at one point.
Yeah, because I know she was kind of between
She did wind up
things.
getting a Subaru. I just cannot tell the difference between the two in my brain, so
Oh, yeah.
this is probably gorgeous for everyone watching on YouTube because I'm
Oh,
just
you were just like eating your string cheese.
Mhm.
And me who's like unable to keep my eyes on a single spot.
I told you before we started filming this, I look and feel absolutely foul from the amount of stuff I've done today. I'm on my fourth load of laundry. I've cleaned pretty much the entire house.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah, the
I
dogs had
kind of
agility this morning, so we were running around doing that. And it was actually really hot here today. And hot here also means humid.
Mhm.
So, it's just sticky hot.
Yeah.
And we went out to my parents so we could run around. Um, yeah, but there were so many bugs. So I just feel like hot and buggy and I don't know.
Yeah. Sticky.
Yeah. What I'm saying is I need a shower.
Same.
That'll happen.
Yeah. I know better than to do that before I'm finished. Like,
Yes.
yeah. I like kind of psyched myself out the other day because I realized this is the first time my mom is coming in like 3 years.
Oh my gosh.
The last time my parents were out here was the summer that you would move back,
That is so weird.
2020, because they came out to like help me get the house ready for new
Oh my
roommates.
gosh. That's right. Wow.
Hmm.
That's so bizarre.
Yeah.
The way like the years from 2020 to now have just been
They don't
like
exist as far as
they
I'm
don't
concerned.
exist. Like it's so yeah, they're like not real. They like didn't
Mhm.
happen, but they did.
Like,
But
all the
like
messed up shit, I'm just like, "No, that didn't happen."
yeah, like those years were so dumb in
Like
so
a
many
fever
ways.
dream.
Yeah, it really was like a fever dream. It's like they don't feel real.
'Cause they weren't. It's a
Yeah.
hallucination, I'm telling you.
And like that whole time as I've been here, which also just feels really weird.
Yeah.
Like I'm just thinking how it did not take me long to really find my like groove in LA. And then I was there for 6 years, but it was like it did not take me long to find like people to be with and things to do. And
Yeah.
like I've been here for 3 years and it's my hometown where I should know all of the things to do and plenty of people. And it's just like nothing has stuck.
Yeah.
It's weird. I don't feel like I belong here.
Well, I
You're like, well, you don't.
think everyone knows how I feel about that.
Oh my gosh. My mom was like, I'm gonna lose you. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Like, it's
I'm like,
okay.
I can't just stay here for literally no good reason. Like, well, the cost of living out there is so high. And I'm like, listen, I have nobody to
Not
share
really.
resources with here. Like, my rate of pay would be much higher, and I could share resources versus here, I cannot share resources with anybody.
Yeah.
I don't have anyone who can watch the dogs. Like,
Yeah, I was explaining to Corey how, like, one of the reasons I miss living with you so much is because we shared so much.
yeah.
And she was like, "Oh, I've never done that with a roommate before." And I was like, "You don't share spices? There's however many cinnamons in your cabinet?" And she was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "That's dumb."
No, like literally share the pantry stuff. Like it's
Share the stuff that you're not gonna use,
yeah.
like
Like
condiments.
yeah.
Like, I can't eat a dozen eggs by myself before they go bad.
No, exactly. I need like six.
And even,
And
like,
they
almond milk.
yeah, like that stuff is easy to just like I don't know.
Venmo for half of it, it's fine.
Because like cooking for a single person is hard. And it's
Yeah.
honestly, it's more expensive to shop and cook for a single person
Yeah.
versus like the household mindset. That's why Costco is so great. But like Costco is not really great for a single person.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm so excited when you get back to buy those small child-sized bags of chips.
Dude, I love those.
I haven't really bought them because when it's just me, I can't eat 3 pounds of chips before they go stale.
I make it work.
I know you do.
But I
Is there
also need to
still
stop making.
is there still a bag on top of my fridge that's been open for probably 9 months? Yes. Do I need to throw it away? Yes.
Oh my gosh. I couldn't find them at my Costco the last time I went. Like literally, that was one of the three things on my Costco list, and I could not find it anywhere. But I also just like, I don't, this is so hard to explain to people, but like when I'm going grocery shopping and when I'm going to Target, things like that, like it's an outing for me. It's like, yes,
Mhm.
it's like a task, it's an errand that I am running. Yes. However, I'm also kind of making it a thing. So like I'm doing it sort of as like leisurely self-care. Like, yes, I am going to Costco because I need chips and toilet paper. I'm going to Target because I need toothpaste, whatever. But
Mhm.
I'm not like running in a hurry, like I just need toothpaste. Like there's no sense of urgency
Yeah.
versus like whenever I'm shopping at like Costco and Target in Minnesota, it's like everyone around me has this anxious sense of urgency, which because it's a task only
Mhm.
and they
It's a
need to get the
chore.
task done. It's a chore. And so it's like it's so hard then when I'm like in these places as just me, like I don't have anyone else to bounce like the good vibes off of. And so
Yeah.
I'm just like sucking in like all of this like crazy energy around me of these people rushing around. And I'm just like, I'm
And then
trying to
it's not
relax.
relaxing anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not relaxing anymore. And I'm like, I don't want to feel rushed. I don't like feeling rushed. Like it's
Hmm.
just Target. Like I'm not in a hurry. I'm just getting toothpaste.
Yeah.
Like, why do I feel rushed down the aisle? And like I'm in people's way. It's very weird. I don't know.
Yeah.
I said something about like that to somebody this morning. He's just like, oh, I'm the kind of person that I just want to get in and out when I go to Target. I'm like, why is everyone so stressed out about Target? Like it's Target. Like just
It's a
relax.
happy place, okay?
Like relax. I love Target. Like, oh, I don't
And
know.
this is a fun time.
The vibes are off. Okay. The vibes are off. I think I'm just
Target
like,
vibes should never be off.
I just don't get the Midwest mentalities anymore. Like they don't make
Because you're
sense to
not a
me.
Midwesterner.
I'm not a Midwesterner. And it's like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm more laid back.
Hmm.
I'm not irresponsible. I'm
No,
just not in a hurry. If there's a reason to be in a hurry, I can be in a hurry. But like, come on now. Shopping at Target is not a reason to be in a hurry.
no. It's a fun time.
Yeah.
Just enjoy it.
Oh, gosh. Even driving. Oh my gosh. People in Minnesota cannot drive. And it is like, did you see my TikTok?
Wait, which one? Maybe.
Oh my gosh. I was driving. Yeah, today. This was today. I was driving and I'm like, there are 2 lanes of traffic, right? Like it's a 4 lane road, 2 lanes going one direction. Anyway, and I am in the left lane because that's the lane I will need to be in to make a turn eventually. Um, Speed limit at this point is 30. No one ever goes 30 on this road. Like this is the same road that a car veered into me on because I wasn't going 50 in the 40-mile area on this road. Anyway, but we are like hardcore in the 30-mile-per-hour stretch that no one goes 30 miles per hour on. Whatever. I'm just like hanging with the flow of traffic. No big deal. Anyway, this car like veers right in front of me. And I was like, whoa, that was weird. And then a car comes right behind them and like does a really sketchy veer cut into the lane in front of me. And I'm like, holy crap. And I like, it's a situation where I would have honked if I was in anywhere else.
Hmm.
But I was like, what the heck? And so I pulled my phone out and started recording them. And then so it was like the car that is in front is a Jeep, and then the car between me and that vehicle is a Chevy. Okay. So the Jeep is like, it seemed to me like the Jeep was getting in that lane to get away from the Chevy, and the Chevy followed them and was tailing them so hardcore. I have it on video. Like you can't even tell that there's a car in front of the Chevy for a good while until they round this corner. And there is maybe like 6 inches between the two cars. And
It's
like
insane.
the Jeep doesn't even have their brakes on. Like they're not even doing those like hard stop things. Like they're just driving the speed limit. And this car is like on their ass. And I was like, oh, so I videoed it and I was like, what do I even do? Like, because I'm
Nothing.
like,
Cross your fingers.
do I call the cops on this? And I was like, I don't know. So I decided to post the video on TikTok and whatever. Karma will get that
Right.
person. But I'm like, you can't just tail a car like that. Also, on a
Mm-mm.
freaking residential 30-mile-per-hour street. Like,
Yeah.
are you serious right now? Like, I don't get it. And I see shit like that every single day. It's always people rushing around and veering around. And I'm like, can you just like chill for a second? Like, are you in that much of a hurry that like patience does not exist when people are in a car, apparently?
Yeah, apparently.
I don't
People
know.
are
It's an
just,
impatient town.
yeah,
I don't get it.
people are just dicks.
Yes. So whenever
That's
people are
all
like,
I
oh, the
have.
people in Minnesota are so nice, I'm like, I don't think they are though. Like maybe they're nice, but they're not kind.
It's different.
It's different. Like the scene, I don't know. These are just not. Ugh,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I just saw a TikTok sound about that yesterday where it was like, I am not nice. I am not nice, but I'm kind. I'm not nice, but I'm kind. And I was like, Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm both, unfortunately, but I'm
Yeah,
working on it.
I'm nice and I'm kind. I wouldn't consider like okay, I sometimes I feel like I am a more blunt person, but I'm not.
Oh,
Like
I
everyone
am,
looks at me and I am fairy princess vibes. Like,
yeah. I cannot speak up for myself to save my life. And you know this.
yes.
I cannot. It doesn't happen.
Yeah. It gets really hard. Oh,
Anyway,
what a time.
so the dogs had fun at agility.
Yeah, the dogs did have fun at agility. They are little superstars. Panini is doing so good in agility. Like she just does everything and is so happy. So they're
Good,
doing great.
good.
She's a great little agility dog.
I can't wait to snuggle them both.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Mocha's gonna just be beside herself.
Oh, Lila is too. I was talking to either Jasenia or Corey a few days ago because they both came over recently to like say goodbye to Lila. We're gonna be
Gosh.
gone 6 weeks, and apparently that's the end of the world.
Oh my
Um,
gosh.
but whoever it was like, she's gonna lose her shit when you get back. And I was like, oh, I know. There's gonna be multiple times in the next like month and a half that this dog loses her shit. She's gonna lose her shit when my mom walks in the door. She's gonna lose her shit when she sees my dad, when she sees my brother, when she sees Bailey, when she sees you, when we get back and she sees Jasenia, and when we get back and she sees Corey, and then also my roommates. That's 10 times in the next month and a half that my poor tiny little dog is going to lose her shit.
Yes. Oh my gosh. It'll be great. She's gonna be thrilled.
Yes, she's about to have the time of her life. I just really hope that she and Frosty still are friends.
Yes. Oh yes, Frosty.
Yeah, I don't know if she's
Excited.
gonna really remember him because she remembers people so well, and she always remembers Mocha. But Frosty, when we saw them last, he was so little, and now he's as big as she is. So
Yeah, I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
It'll be interesting.
Yeah, and then it's also going to be interesting to see Winston because he has never met Frosty or
Neither.
Daisy.
Oh my gosh.
So when
Yes.
he gets there and there's not just another dog, but another cat, he's
Oh
gonna be like, "What
man.
the fuck, guys?"
Yep. And then I'll be there on the 7th.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I'm a little apprehensive for him because Daisy has taken over his litter box that lived at their house.
Oh, so we'll have to see how that goes.
Yeah, and like he shared
Mm.
litter boxes fine with Sal,
Yeah.
but it was like his to start with, and he never really used the one that was Sal's to start with, although that one was never cleaned, so that I think that was probably why. So I don't know. It'll be interesting. It'll be fine. Like if I need to, I can get a second litter box. It's not the end of the world.
You can
But
literally put a garbage bag in a box and put some litter in it.
exactly. Like I'm pretty sure the one that he used the first several times we went to my parents when he was little, it was a bedpan, I'm pretty sure. And they were like, "Yeah, this will work." And it did.
I mean, it's cats are a little easier that way.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh my
It's going to be
gosh.
so funny though. I'm so excited.
Yay.
My mom sent me a picture of them today and they're just so big.
No,
They just
Daisy's
went to
so
sleep.
pretty. Like her fur pattern is so cool.
She's gorgeous and she's such a good baby. Like she's so snuggly and affectionate and just good. She's a good cat.
I'm excited.
Yeah, and she purrs so loud. Like how Winston purred when he was that age. Yeah,
Babies.
I'm so excited.
Oh, it'll be great.
Did I tell you what my mom said about us getting construction experience?
Yes.
She has not brought it up since, so I'm like, I'm not touching that.
Oh my gosh.
Like I'll
I'm
do
like,
it, but like
oh my gosh. It's like I should get some Kevlar work gloves.
I'll just squeeze that out of my dad while I'm there. Be like, well, if you want me to help you build a new part of the house, I will be needing some equipment, sir.
Here we
And
go.
he'll
Let's see
just
how
be
much
like,
comes
all
back.
right. Isn't
Let's-
Kevlar the bulletproof stuff?
It's cut resistant.
All right.
Like we have Kevlar sleeves at school
Mm, for
so
the
that you know,
biters.
yeah, for the biters. It's pretty common actually in special education.
That sounds scary, but it makes sense.
Yeah.
I only really know of Kevlar from that one Carrie Underwood song. The Cupid's got a shotgun, and she's like, "I've got on my Kevlar vest." So that's why I think it's bulletproof.
Oh, maybe, yeah. That probably is.
I mean, if it's cut resistant, it would make sense.
Yeah. And there's probably like Kevlar vest, maybe I don't know. I don't know, man.
Yeah, that is not within my wheel of expertise.
No, I just found this set that like is a set of 4 for $10.
Nice.
But I'd
Hey,
rather have ones with like grippies.
did you
Not
ever
like
watch Extreme Makeover Home Edition?
yes.
Of course you did. Well, you know how Paige had everything and was like a total badass, but everything was pink? I'm pretty sure that's where my personality comes from, and that everything I search for on Amazon, it's like pink wooden spoon. Yep.
I'm trying to I can't make this adjust to this.
Yep.
Pink Kevlar gloves.
Perfect. That is what I'm currently searching. Oh yeah. Pink work gloves.
I want like a 2-pack of smalls. Not available. Ooh,
Oh,
extra small pack of 2. That might be better. In stock. Yes.
I have no idea what size glove I wear.
Little.
Yeah, probably. Why
Yeah.
are the
It looks
smalls
like
more expensive?
it does look like the Kevlar. Why? The Kevlar vests say they're like weighted, but these are like tactical military vests. So yeah.
I
Okay.
mean, I believe that her songwriters knew what they were talking about.
Yes. These look insane. I can't hear you.
Yeah.
Oh, it's still you're connecting to audio. Okay, there we go.
There we go. All right, let's just do the outro for that one.
Yeah. On that note about Kevlar.
That'll bring us to the end of this episode of Clearly Thriving. I'm Allison Clay,
And I'm Siri Harkins.
and we are thriving.
Clearly.
Clearly